Hello, and welcome back to RimWorld. Today we're continuing our Duergar colony, the Deep Dwarves, trying out RimWorld ideology, gifted to me by a friend, with the final intention, the intention of finally making an underground mountain fortress, something you could always do in RimWorld, but which sucked without the ideology DLC. Ideology, of course, letting you have everyone be really happy about the idea of being underground. Now, when we last left off, this space here had some wooden buildings in it, and I was just beginning to strike the earth. As you might deduce, we've come a little ways since then, because I play this off stream as well as on. Stream is just a good time. And so let's get everyone up to speed. By the way, welcome to the stream. Hello to everyone who's here so far. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good evening. So our initial 5 colonists were Logis, Gyros, Leo, Loskos, and Botates. 2 mated pairs, Logis and Loskos, I think, are, a pair. And then Botates and David. Hey, Stuart, good to see you, man. It's been a little while. Now, there have been a number of children that have been born. There have been a number of colonists who've joined us. Let's talk through the colonists who've joined us first. We've had 2 colonists join us, Pepper and Dave. Pepper is a baseliner. She has been converted to the Great Darkness, our ideologian. She was recruited because she's a fast learner and sanguine, which are really, really good traits. Now, she's a melee combatant, unlike some of the Goliaths in our, which is a custom xenotype, in our colony. She is not nearly as resilient, but she is quite dangerous, and she's very, very good cook and very good with plants. And then Dave, who, listen, do you have any idea how hard it is to recruit a steadfast pawn? It is really difficult, especially to convert them as well. I may have recruited Dave just because his name is Dave, which is has a sort of my brother's name is Dave, and I thought, you know what, sure, that is a sign. But as it happens, he's also a very good pawn. Tough and steadfast, very good in melee. Tough is a great trait there. And Dave, since joining us as the second baseliner, he has... he is married to... he is engaged to Botates, Leo and Gyros, and then... the other thing to note is we've had some kids. Now, Logis has had a couple of kids. She's had 2. Gyros, when she joined us... Owen asks, what terrible atrocities have you committed? Oh, and I was just getting to that. Gyros at colony start was something like 60 years old. She had a biological age of about 60, which meant she couldn't really conceive, according to RimWorld. I wanted kids in this colony, and because I wanted kids, I needed to find a way to de-age her. And there is a way to do that in RimWorld. With Psycast Expanded, there are a lot of different Psycasts you can choose from, and one of them is the Age Psycast. Wait, age de-ages you? Yes. It very inefficiently siphons life force from a living target, de-aging the caster by 2 years and aging the other by 10. This is considered a hostile action. I would invite you, therefore, to consider, for example, what happens to prisoners in this colony? We are time vampires. I didn't mean for this to happen, but in order for Gyros to become a young woman again, I have needed to kill several people, literally stealing the years from them, so that she can become the biological age of 22 once again, and she has had her first child, who I think is named Baby. The children of this colony so far have been named by the game Man, Sir, Osus, and Baby, which is like weird, actually, to be honest. Man, Sir, and Baby suggest that these are not very original people. But so that's where we're up to. Now, this is at this point fairly advanced into the mid-game. We don't have we have something resembling a kill box, but it's not, for example, there's no trap maze. I should probably do something like that, because the storyteller will kill me eventually. Research is very, very slow, despite the fact that Logis is an incredible researcher, because we have a tribal start. Because we have a tribal start, that means that everything is going to be slow, but the goal, nevertheless, the end goal for this colony is to escape into space. And so with that in mind, we are going to crack on. Now, we have no armor, and no one is wearing helmets, but I do not have combat extended turned on, because after last time it was just too lethal. And so, yeah, vampire thralls rather than children. Anyway, that's where we're up to. We have robust nutri farms. Everyone is reasonably well fed. We could probably expand one of these growing zones out slightly, I think. We're getting a few more people in now. But these Nutrifungus zones have been very efficient in terms of how they've gone. Where we are finally fed. We finally got all the ideology and everything online. Everyone is happy. We need to do more art. We need to make more things. There's lots of stuff that could be done to progress the colony, and frankly, one of the main things is research. We need more. We're making Devil Strand hats, which is pretty good as far as defense goes. And we have some really cracking Psycasters. All of the Duergar, the Goliaths are not, but all of the Duergar and the Deep Ones are native Psycasters, which means they can meditate, they can level up Psycasting. And if I need to, I can absolutely we can spend a whole bunch of Anima Grass to get further Psycast levels. Power is in a pretty good state. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And probably one of the things we will do this session is call down the Mechanitor threat, the Diabolus, and then die, and then load the game, and then try it again. Shh. Alright. So otherwise, we've got a nice rec room. It is extremely impressive. We have all sorts of recreation. People can play the piano, etc. And we need to just carry on, basically. So we're going to keep aging this woman until she dies. Logis, you have enough side juice for that. She does. Now there are a bunch of things we can do as part of being chronopaths. One of the things, which is a kind of Psycast, one of the things that we can do, we can spend our youth, for lack of a better term. Things like Word of Foretelling is a very powerful. Talking about helmets within the first 3 seconds. Mr. Malahart, welcome to the stream. Stuff like Word of Foretelling can be very powerful. A lot of the most powerful chronopath stuff is like wrecks everything in terms of it, like makes time quake, makes everyone around very, very angry. But in order to do all of those things, we need years. We need years of life. And so with that in mind, bonk. Unrally her. Get back to meditating. She's 79 now. I'm sure she's got one more of those in her. Gyros, where are you? You're breastfeeding your child. Well, I won't interrupt you. You finish that. So production is one of the big things. A lot of these kids that are growing up now are getting pretty good at doing things like art. We want to be able to make really nice stuff, but what we don't have really is anyone other than our basic shooters. So this is going to end up being a very melee-heavy situation. Fortunately, melee Psycast makes you really, really strong. So for now, it is going to be... Well, let's have a look at our tailoring. Yeah, more tribal hairdressers, make gambesons. We're going to get everyone as tough as we can without building armor just yet, but we will eventually probably go armor. Alright, we've got a question, but first I'm just going to steal. And dead. Yep. So, Juldtron the janitor has given 100 years of her life in order to get my people down to wonderful youthfulness. Owen asks, is the spell or whatever you call them, is it used by you or the character side of it? So, Owen, if you've not played RimWord before, you can give relatively specific control over... It's like Dungeon Keeper-esque, but you can... All of the Psycasts are manually triggered. I control when they use those. So I am telling them explicitly... I am the one committing horrible, horrible crimes here. Now, in terms of some other prisoners we are looking to recruit, we are looking to firstly convert and then recruit Isaias. Now, he is finally someone who is good at shooting. He's a deep one. He's a little bit of a twit. Actually, but, you know, greedy and an annoying voice, but he is kind. Now, Kalian Steiner, who is a baseliner, these are fine traits, they're positive. What I want is someone else who can do research. She is going to be the research cadet for Logis. I have 2 research benches, but no one else can do any research. So once Gyros wakes up, she's almost had enough sleep. Yeah, that's enough sleep. I'm just going to rally her so that she goes into the military so I can control her directly. And then I would like you to convert Isaias. Now this is just going to reduce his certainty down to 17, but that just gets him a little bit closer in terms of him agreeing to join our tribe. Meanwhile, what is the... We're trying to convert her as well. Her resistance is 11. Her certainty, I don't know, you can't see it here. Alright, cool. We have auto doors, which is really nice, but otherwise it's just crack on, make things, mine. We probably want better weapons pretty soon, but I'm going to just get everyone's crafting up a little bit more before we... So let's have a look at Leo's. Like, Leo's crafting is not actually that high. He can get good at it, but I need him to do a lot of work before he does. So Leo, even though you're very good at constructing, hunting can be 4. I think crafting is going to be your main priority. Crafting and tailoring and smithing. I really need you to be doing those things because I need you to level this stat up. Let's have a look. Yep, even if you're just making pot, that's fine. All right, cool. We will just production command. Yep, cool. Alrighty, so we progress. We have Dimitri the Visitor who is with us and is hanging out for 21 days. The reward for the quest to do with Dimitri, for just hosting her for 21 days, is going to be an orbital targeting beacon, which is a basically once per big raid one get out of jail free card, which is a pretty significant deal. Now, is he... Please tell me you're actually leveling up by doing that. Crafting... So crafting is currently at 1698. I have a strong suspicion that rolling joints is not leveling him up particularly quickly. Nope, it's not. Alright. Well, not much we can do about that. So in that case, Leo cannot make gambeson. Can you make tribal headdresses? No. Alright, so who is working on this? Loskos. Loskos, please finish the thing. Where are you, Loskos? Why can I not tell him... Oh, you know what? Pick up unfinished component. And gear. Just drop that. Leo. I have a bill here to... we have enough components. Okay, that's why. Loskos, finished making that. And we'll take it from there. Okay. So, I want this... What is the skill required to make crafting minimum 8? So I just need some stuff. So unfortunately I need stuff for Leo to do. What can we have Leo do that is vaguely useful? Just make stuff? What is cheap and easy to make that we can just have him pump out and get his crafting skill up? Something that we can then just go and sell. We run guns or something. Stone cutting, probably not. Clothes, we could... We've got a lot of steel. I think we're going to turn guns into steel. So, we are going to... What uses the least components? I want no components. I just want... I think we're going to be selling helmets. Arms and armor. Is there anything else? No, this all requires components. Yep. Yep, components, chem fuel. So, make simple helmet. Do forever, and I want this to be only done any worker Leo. Alright. And so his job is just to learn how to make helmets. Leo is making helmets forever now, until he learns how to craft well enough to actually start doing things like making guns. What does focus do? Boosting sight, hearing, and moving capabilities. Oh, that seems really good. Alright, so we got plants, like more plants coming in. We can do more mining, but I think everyone is kind of like not thinking about that too much. We do need to... He's making a simple helmet, cool. When Gyros wakes up, we're going to get her to pop a few more solar pinholes inside. So again, more use of psycasting. One of the really, just it's an entry-level psycast, but solar pinhole will just heat and light an area. Doesn't last terribly long, but it lasts long enough. And, yep, okay, feed your kid, that's fine. Everyone's in a good mood, so we're just kind of waiting for the next shoe to drop, frankly, but oh, can someone please put that steel hatchet? Be good to trade. We actually should send a trade convoy, I think. Alright. Pop out some solar pinholes. They need to go somewhere that I do not have a conduit hidden, just because of how the game tracks things. Boop. Because we want it to be warm enough indoors that we don't have a production malice, basically. That's probably fine. Cool. Alrighty. Bulk goods trader. I will have crap to sell you, young fella me lad. Now, we're going to need steel, because we are always going to need steel. Ah, excellent. Isaias. Excellent. You have joined the Great Darkness. Now, I need you to be recruited, which he will in pretty short order. Alright, Leo is making helmets, and people will be wearing the helmets. You know what? That's fine. This is Leo's project. He is helmeting everyone. I just want the helmets to be made from steel. Yep, good. Alright, where's this bulk goods trader? Alright, Loggies, go and talk to the bulk goods trader. Go and trade with them, please. Alright, what have you got to sell us? We've got a little bit of money. We can sell all of our pot. We probably want most of that steel, because there's just endless use for it. I like collecting books. The design of watermill generators, sure. The whip of murder. I like collecting books. Okay. We can sell... No one is wearing that, so that's fine. We'll sell that. And I'm going to keep the sculpture. Do we have anything else we want to buy? We don't need to buy or sell any cloth. We can certainly sell lots of components if we have other things to flog, and we don't need all of this meat, no one likes it. We can certainly sell some raw fungus. It's not going to sell for a lot, but we'll sell probably 200. And what else? That's probably a pretty... I think we can... we actually probably need to put in a cloth. Let's sell all of the cloth. And then we'll put in a cloth. This heal root is very nearly grown, so that'll be the next thing that we do. Once this heal root is ready for harvest, we will bring in a harvest of cloth. Alright, cool. Ooh, okay, she's going to be hard to convert, but that's fine. How is her certainty? Or rather, her prisoner... She's got pretty limited resistance. I don't think there's any need to do anything special with that. Alright, everyone's getting helmets. That's fine. Alright. We have a lot of steel again, which is nice. And the work speed in here is good. Excellent. Machining cabinet. I think I need to expand this space. Orders, mine. Okay. Get some more mining done. Now, some people who could be doing mining... no one is particularly good at it. But I'll tell some people who are not great at it to do just a little bit. And we've got people who are actually good at it mining out these veins. Excellent. Alright. They're going to mill around for a little bit and then sod off. That's fine. How's the power supply? The power supply is good. Okay. We've got lots of limestone and marble if we need it. What I will do is I will tell people to haul... I think we've denuded the area of marble almost. We'll haul this back to base. Now, right now, it's in the middle of what is basically summer. This is our summer in this fortress, which is to say it's a balmy 6 degrees outside. It is going to get cold. Which is fine. Alright. We've had a couple of insect infestations, but they're not really that much of a problem. Yep, the tradesfolk are leaving. Yeah, we'll get these in pretty soon. Okay, quest expires. The mech cluster... No, I'm not fighting them. I've fought enough mech clusters in my time off. The problem with mechs is that they have a tendency to explode. Now, Isaias is going to need a bedroom. Let's just... How are we for wood? I like using it for certain things, but there is definitely not a lot. Let's get that mined while we're out here. There's that meteor, a metal meteor. Chop that. And Isaias has joined us. Alright. Look at all of these bodies. This was a siege. Is this wood? Oh, it is. Alright, orders, deconstruct. Give me that sweet, sweet wood. We don't care about any of that. Steel wall. You know what? We can deconstruct those steel walls as well. Boop. What are these? Ancient kitchen sinks. Ancient operating tables. Yeah, sure. Deconstruct. 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 And steel column. Yep, this is all just going to be resources. Didn't see this before. Alright. We'll deconstruct these as well. And we may as well do this while it's safe to do so. Okay, now, Isaias is going to need a place to sleep. Wooden bed, normal, wooden bed, good, wooden bed, excellent. Alright, let's deconstruct that, deconstruct that. This will eventually be Isaias's room. It is not yet. Isaias also needs some better clothes. He's greedy, so we are going to need to give him a nice... He's not going to have the best bedroom, that just is what it is. Alright, so let's get him... we've got a gambeson already being made. We're going to need a duster. And that will probably do some pants. Cool. I detected a steel mining site nearby. Whoop. I don't think I'm going to attack the steel mining site. Generating planet. Controlled by Bitby. Ooh, a masterwork. Alright, let's just go back to... Oh, he made a masterwork steel helmet. Good job, buddy. Alright, well, we'll put a sculpture in Bitby's room. In Isaias's room. Let's just reinstall that there. And we'll give him whatever the nicest one of these is. Yep. Reinstall that there. Reinstall that there. Reinstall that there. Deconstruct that. Cool. And we will set this, once this gets moved, we'll set it as belonging to Isaias. And then he will have a bedroom. Welcome to the colony. Some travelers passing by, that's totally fine. So how is everyone's evening? How is everyone doing? Alright, set owner. Isaias. The oaf. But, in terms of his work. Alright, Isaias. Firstly, your schedule. Okay, secondly, tell me about what psycasts you can cast. You've got 2 points available, haven't given you anything yet. We will, when we need you to learn something, we'll get you to learn something. You're 51 years old, so we might... There's no need to make you younger, you're a dude. Alright, so, you are good at shooting. Let's get you a halfway decent gun. We probably don't... I think there's I've got an SMG around here somewhere. Whereabouts? A heavy SMG. So equip that. Alright. And what is your work going to be? Isaias. You will... Now, what are you good at? You're very good at crafting. No, you can become good at crafting. Well, alright, let's have you... You're no good at artistic? No, you can become good at artistic. Alright. Well, no time like the present. So let's set all of those to 2. And I will almost never do anything with animals, but cool, there we go. Welcome to the colony. Now, we need to continue to try and recruit her. First day back at work, says Stuart. That's how he's doing. Yeah, I know that feeling. Okay, a prison break. They have started a breakout. You are a damn fool. This prisoner, who is not going to be good at anything. Alright, I need to not... The last time we had a prison breakout, bad things happen. Oh, speaking of, how's your health? Okay, alright. Loskos, how far away are you? Speed boost, this is eminently solvable. Leap! Right, this is going to go very badly for you. You've been bruised. You've had your left foot you've had your foot cut off. Just please, okay. Capture. You damn fool. Okay. Please tend. What medicine? Oh no. Just tend. Prioritize tending. because she's going to be dead in 3 hours. Right, we have cut off her... Don't try and escape from our prison. You will have your ear cut off and your foot cut off. You will have your spine cracked. That's okay. We have a thing for this. Happily. Now, this is not the first injury we have sustained, and Leo is fortunately a very talented healer. We're going to let these just be tended. This won't take too long. And once Logis has all of these wounds dressed... Okay, it'll take a little bit longer. Yep, just cool. We're going to have Leo use Word of Healing. No, hang on, not Word of Healing. Is it Word of... There is a... No, that's the natural healing one. I need you to... Mend, Haywire, Word of Healing. Regrow limbs, there we go. Alright. Please just put her back in bed. So now, she'll be subject to a regenerative coma for a day, and in that time, I'm not sure both of these will regrow, and that uses a lot of psychic energy, but that will help. Alright. Logos really is not going to need much help with any of these. He's gotten punched up a little bit, but it's valuable doctoring experience. She's only medical 11, and any excuse we can get. And by any excuse, I mean I haven't harvested any organs this game so far. Alright, cool. Thus we progress. Leo is learning how to make helmets. Azias is making blocks. Cool. We're going to have Gyros use Convert again. Which we can't because she's unconscious. That's fine. You'll be in a regenerative coma for another 20 hours. I have a suspicion it's probably going to heal other things first, but that's fine. Leo's good at this business. Alrighty. So there's a lot of construction to do. I'm just trying to think who can... Dave is meditating. Yep, that's fine. May as well set that desired psi focus for slightly higher. Everyone's wearing helmets, that's good. Alright. Production command, just keep doing that. Loskos is a little batched up, but that's okay. We do need a better weapon for him. So we should probably... Electric Smithy. What can we make that is a better weapon? Halberd... I can make plate armor for people, but... What's a riot shield? Provides a lot of protection, makes it ideal for... Yeah, I have no idea how that works, that's fine. Alrighty. Oh, we have an infection. Okay, get her tended, please. She should be fine. Minor infection... Immunity will progress at a pretty... Yeah, she'll be fine. That's just... I don't need to use anything special for that. Kind of as I was concerned about, her various body parts are not growing back just yet, but Leo can do another one of those mending things in a bit. Alright, yep. Pavement is going down. This is just to make... We've got some roofing here, and then this path is just to make this trip more... make this trip quicker. Because in winter, it's all going to be snowed out, like 100% of this. Alrighty. Regenerative coma, yeah, so... The regenerative coma has prioritized other things first. Which I should probably have let those heal up, but whatever. Leo, how's your psychic? You need 70%, so it's a little way away. You'll be able to do that in a day or two. Alright. Regenerative coma, 1 hour. Please, once again, try and... She's not unconscious. Alright, whatever. Alright. She is now capable of walking for a given value of 38%. So this is going to take a little while, but we'll get there. Okay. So lots of crafting is being done. Please stop breastfeeding. Okay, where is Gyros' room? Why do Baby and Leo... Okay, Leo, set owner, Gyros and Leo, yeah. Okay, it's because there's two. We are going to just build a chair. We are just going to build a chair next to all of the cribs, because it is getting silly that the mothers are like, oh, well, I've got to breastfeed my child. I'd better walk to a different room and occupy a different chair. Alright. What's currently researching? Starflight Basics. We can put this on pause for a little bit and do some other things that will be a little bit more immediately useful. So one of the things I know that I want to be able to do is create medicine. So let's have a quick look for that. Med. I want to be able to make medicine. Medicine production. Alright. I'm assuming that we make that out of... herbal medicine. Okay, how is she doing? Well, she's been stabbed a little. So once she's at full health, infection major, immunity is progressing well, that's fine. Alright, so this should all be very close to harvesting. Can we just harvest all of this, please? Alright, and then we'll get some cotton plants in. We got lots of food. Frankly, we could expand this out. I don't think we need to. I think this is going to hold just about all that we ever needed to. Which is good. Yep, they're just stacking stuff. Another thing that I'm going to want to be able to make is rugs. Not for any particular reason, just because it looks nice. Actually, speaking of, what's a good colour? It's a nice... Oh, dark light. Oh, that looks kind of cool. We'll do the same there. You can actually just change the colour of those. There's a technology to do it, but... Okay. The infection on Kalium is progressing well. I can't make Christmas. I can't actually do Christmas with these people. Alright, almost ready to try and regrow her foot and ear. How's Leo's... Yeah, and Leo has enough psychic to do so. Speaking of, how is Leo's crafting? It's already improved by 1. Good work, Leo. Okay. To change the color of a light, I need advanced lights. We will... Advanced lights. 600. It's a vanity project. Yaks. I don't care about yaks. We can't even really use them, but that's fine, because our people very much prefer Nutrifungus. Speaking of, we have lots, that's good. We're basically completely full up in terms of the meals that we're keeping, so we're comfortably ahead of that. What we don't have are secondary ingredients to make food, and that's because I keep killing all of the insect hives that spawn, so we probably need to see to that. Okay. I have decided that it is time to go on a trip. So it's time to go on a. Did we already kill those yaks? Yeah, we did. Okay. So I think it's time to go out into the world. Who is the quickest trip? There's an ancient complex over here. There's an abandoned biotech lab. We're going to send a caravan. Now, Loskos, from memory, is not too bad at social. Yeah, he's social 8, so he'll be able to... So we're going to go Loskos, and then we need like one other person with a reasonable amount of carry weight, which we'll go Dave the Plank Cutter. Alright, and I want you guys to take all of these helmets. Yep, cool. Take all of the helmets. And we have a trip to make. All of the practice helmets, because I think at this point just about everyone is wearing helmets. Yep, they've all decided that these helmets are the height of fashion. So, who needs a meditation spot? Isaias needs a meditation spot. No worries, buddy. Set owner. Azias, cool. Who is starving? Yeah, we'll eat some food then, you goober. Alright, so it won't be long until they visit Rimtown. And we'll sell some stuff. Now, while that's happening, Gyros. So probably in 1.5 days we'll have... Actually, no, there's no need to. No need to wait. Okay. We should research basic mech tech as well. We'll do that now. Leo, please use regrow limbs on Kalium. Please rescue. Yep, cool. So now she should regrow. Yeah, gross, but yeah, she is regrowing. She's not regrowing her ear this time around, but she's regrowing everything else. Alright, quest, guarding Mara. A praetor of the Empire of the Moon has been caught in bed with the wrong person. She's imprisoned the inappropriate lover as a show of rejection. She wants me to keep the prisoner caged until the scandal blows over for 20 days. He is sick with blood rot and will require daily treatment. Alright, we'll come back to that. Medicine production, cool. We're not going to do much with mech tech just yet. Although actually we are going to need, now that I think about it, I need to be able to make a... Where is mech tech? Can I make a sub... No, I can't do any of this yet. I need to... So it's the RIP scanner. Alright, so let's have a quick look at that quest again. Now, an excellent mech commander helmet. Marine armor, gold, LTEX, goodwill, awesome honor. We don't really need any of that just yet. Grenadiers, gunners, pirate gunners, scavenger gunners, and some wild boars. Does anyone not have psychic powers? I really should have made. We're gonna, because this is gonna come up in future, make some bedrolls, please. Furniture, bedrolls. Just like... Do we have enough leather for this? Just make like 3 and we'll keep the good one. Okay. This game looks amazing once you get your head around it. It's good, yes. It's just like, it's a... Frankly, this is almost unbelievable. It is a more... It is a more... approachable version of another game, which is kind of hilarious to say out loud, but... Alright. This is a more approachable version of Dwarf Fortress. Impressive bedroom, cool. This is somewhat impressive. Let's have a quick look. Azias, how are you feeling about the fact that you're... Oh no, you're good. Cargo pods. Cool. Boots and a hat. And a party has started. We should probably do some linking rituals, to be honest. Like, I'm not sure who, but we should use some of this anima grass that we have. I mean, we can grow a lot more, but... Because 20 of these levels up someone's psycasting, and it levels up very quickly, because it levels up commensurate to how many people are worshipping the tree. I tried Dwarf Fortress once and was so lost. Yeah, Christ. I have played Dwarf Fortress in, like, a previous version, and it is, like... It's something special, but if you don't know... If you don't know what it's like, it's just... It's so unapproachable. These days it's a little better, because the tile set that the game comes with is actually, like, pretty managed. You can manage that. It's passable. As in P-A-R-S-E. But... Yeah. That's alright. Okay. Everyone's having a good time. If we jump out into the world, I should imagine... Yep, we're pretty... The Operation Flog the Helmets is getting pretty close. Man has experienced a work frenzy. Well, he's a child. Alright, trade. I would like to sell you many helmet. Cool, that's a whole bunch of money. Now, what can we buy? What can we haul back home? A telescope. Could be kind of cool. A computer. A sleek high performance. What do you do? I mean, it's just light interstellar networking. Is there anything else we want to buy in terms of like guns and stuff? Because that actually is kind of well, we can't afford the prestige marine armor. We need we don't need jump packs. We have psychic powers for that. Skill roll. Skill roll is no. We could just buy a bunch of steel. Like that would be fine. Do we just buy a whole bunch of steel and use it to make more helmets? It's not the worst idea in the world. Are there any of these weapons or anything that we want? The computer is kind of a cool vanity pick, but it's just going to crank our colony value up, and people are fine for networking. So let's just buy as much steel as we can carry, which is not going to be an endless quantity. Yep, cannot move too heavy, so let's buy... What if we were to buy 300? Nope. What if we were to buy 200? Nope. What if we were to buy 100? Nope. What if we were to buy just a bunch of silver and 50 steel? You know what? Good enough. Go back home. Next time a trade ship comes past, we'll buy ourselves something nice. And we're currently sitting at 600 steel. Yeah, so all of this helmet creation is going to... But we've got lots of steel. It's fine. Alright. Our Devil Strand is running out. Good thing... Okay, actually, speaking of, we need cloth. We need... Where are we? We are looking for cotton. Cotton, 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 cotton. I should know what cotton looks like. But for some reason, I don't know what cotton looks like. It probably starts with a C. Where the hell... Cotton plant, there we go. Please sow. Yeah, I'm gonna... I was literally... Some yaks joined, so... Azoth, welcome. Some yaks joined the colony, and I'm like, I don't need them, and I put them all down, and then literally a minute later, I was like, it's time to go and send some caravans out, which means I am dumb, but that's okay. So, you have joined the Great Darkness, which means that it is now time for you to join the colony. Resistance is 11. Please be recruited. Now, how badly is your left foot? Your left foot is still regenerating. Ooh, a shuttle has crashed. Okay. So, we have just had a Latkin Vengeful Child, Undergrounder Teetotaler Psychically Dull, a Forsaken, which is a weird kind of creature, Jogger and Careful Shooter. Problem is, Diver Riggs is crap at literally everything except fighting, but okay. And then Ezra. Body Modder, Greedy, and Lazy. Another good shooter. What the hell is a Forsaken? A distant relative, very little is known about them. You have UV sensitivity, Forsaken eyes, you've got horns and stuff. Forsaken knowledge. Oh, you can make... Yeah, I don't think I care. Do I want these people to harvest age? Do I want them to... Do I rescue them? Who do you belong to? You don't belong to anyone. Unwaveringly, alright, cool. Would be good to have another shooting person, but literally all they are any good at is social. I could just have them work mines. Except that they're unwaveringly loyal. So, nope. And I don't really want a Latkin. So, we're gonna let nature solve this little problem. Bye. See ya, guys. Actually, what are you carrying? Gear. Don't want any of that. Don't want your... You know what? Yeah. Yep. Nature's going to solve this little problem for us. Okie doke. So we need to get... What does the right ear being cut off do? I don't know if it does... Oh, hearing. So with that in mind, let's just... Please capture her. Alright. So, the foot is... It's going to take a long time to regrow a foot, but May take a couple of attempts, but that's fine. All right. She will join us eventually. She will join us or die. It's getting cold inside again. So we're going to take care of that. Could I install heaters? Yes. Am I going to? No. We will use psychic power to light. Inspired creativity. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a sculpture. And I'm going to get Leo. Leo, make the sculpture, please. Because you are going to be good at creativity for a thing. How long is this going to take? What are your needs? Ah, you're fine. He's good. Just gonna watch him make a statue for a little bit. Is he going to pass out before he finishes it? Taken by a fey mood. What's the work speed of this? Yep, 112%. Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. You can finish the sculpture in a day, mate. Oh, we got it. What did you make? It's a legendary work. Good job. Let's have a quick look at this. We'll get it installed. Please make these. Alright. We've got some nice... Got some masterwork. Some masterwork leather bedrolls. So, where is this thing that he has made? Marble large sculpture. Tell me about Song for Goodwill. This work depicts an empty formal shirt. It has an abstract feeling and a static structure. There is a robot behind the focal point. So weird. Okay, well that's going in the that's going in the throne room, right? We could put it in his bed, but we're not going to. Now, what does that do? It's an extremely impressive throne room now. Because the Song for Goodwill. Medicine production. Cool. We'll be doing some of that. Now, what else do we want to learn? Hospital bed is actually something that has been on my mind as well. Now, can we make medicine? And if so, what do we make medicine out of? Out of neutropamine. Okay, which we don't have at this point. So, do until you have 50. So we're going to need to trade for some neutropamine if we want to actually make any medicine. That's fine. Alright. The mining is continuing apace. That's good. Bo is a very good miner. Alright, orders. Smooth stone. Once this is all mined out, we just needed the space in here. Actually, we will mine a little more, please and thank you. Make this a nice big room. Who knows what else we'll need to put in there. Yep, alright, folks are back. They're bringing a whole lot of money with them. Good work. And a little bit of steel. Alright, the days go on. Steel military turret. What other kind of turrets can we learn how to make? So some of the... Okay, there's some very big ones. Autocannon, double autocannon. Okay, so the military turret is actually probably among the best. So we'll build a few more of those. I think it's just good to have. Alright. Man-hunting mega sloths. Alrighty, everyone. To arms! Where are the mega sloth, my children? Mega sloths are no fucking joke, but there are a lot of us, including children with guns, so let's see how this goes. We'll get the people with the swords out on the flanks, and the axes. ready. Form up, form up. Dimitri, don't die. Alright. Kid, you don't have a weapon. You can... Alright, here they come. Now, let's... Where's Logies? Okay. Where are our... Snap freeze. Alright. Freeze them in place? That didn't work. Alright. Controlled frenzy. Controlled frenzy. Fuck it up. Alright. And the other one, please. Alright, good work, everyone. Hunt the Mega Sloth, that's totally fine. Okay, cool. So, turrets. Now, someone is wounded. Who is wounded? Loskos? Ah, no, you're fine. I thought someone got a little bit stabbed. Ah, she's fine. One of the nice things about the Goliaths in particular is that their wounds automatically clot. Alright. Soon we will have... Now, Kalium, tell me about your... Okay, so all of her limbs that she got stabbed off trying to escape have regenerated, which is excellent. What is her certainty like? Prisoner... Resistance is 10.5. I think we can use a... I'm going to waste 2 years of Logi's life doing a word of foretelling on her. She will now join us very quickly. Which means we do need a room for her. But that's okay. We can get one of those sorted. Now, how are we for big stacks of smoke leaf? No, we need to keep producing that. That's fine. Cotton plants coming in, which is good. Are there any trees anywhere nearby that I can harvest? Just while we have... Yeah, we can do a little bit of wood chopping. Feel free, everyone, to go and... Yep. Alright. Lots to do. Moving on at a good pace. Bunch of leather and a bunch of meat. We put the meat in fine meals, which people... Let's have slightly fewer simple meals, I think. And slightly more fine meals. Oh! Who is... Bo is sick from infection. Now, we actually do need to do something about that, but there are a few things that we can do about that. Alright, Bo. Yep. Rest until healed. And then, Leo, if you would be so kind. Alright, so preach health. Logies, please actually tend. And then Leo, word of healing. What do you... Rest until healed, you goober. And then... You just refuse to... You please, I am begging you. Bo. I know you'll probably be fine. But I need you to get some medicine in you. So that you don't accidentally get overtaken. Right? Like, yeah. So this should now progress to immunity nice and quickly. She got bitten by a mega sloth and she got an infection. Yeah, so this should very quickly... Yeah, so it should be fine now. You can just stack a whole bunch of these abilities. That's really good. But I needed her to actually... Cool. Alright, you can get back to your whatever it was you were doing now. You'll be fine. Psychic Bloom. A strong psychic pulse has changed the very genetic structure of local flora. Flowers are sprouting everywhere. And Kalian has joined us. Alright, Kalian, welcome. Your job is to research. I am not even kidding. That is your job. Alright. So, we are going to also set your schedule. Now, you don't have any innate psychic powers. Can I link you? No. Won't attend due to the ritual. Okay. Well, we obviously need to get you a duster. Yep, and some other stuff. We're going to need more dusters. How good are you at that, Osias? Ooh, a trade ship is passing nearby. Okay, neat. You wanna wear that? Wear that duster? Cool. Now can I link you? Must be a colonist with the meditation focus time. Okay. So if I want Kalium to become a Psycaster as well, I will need to accept a quest, which we could do. We could accept for some honor. There will be 3 raids of a bunch of dudes. I think that's okay. I think we can take 3 raids. So, Kalium, accept for Kalium. And we need... Mara has arrived. Donk, cool. Alright, someone please prioritize rescuing her. And you know what, just because it's funny, we can attempt to convert her. Alright. What is she? She is a body modder. She's one of our kind. Well, it's only right that she should learn our ways. Okay. Now, there are going to be some raids, but that's alright. We've got some random goobers to help us out. And I'm going to just set a couple of sleeping spots. A sleeping spot in there. Alright. So, we're gonna need more. We need more weapons. Leo, how is your crafting coming along? 5. I mean, it's getting there. You know, can't complain. It's one thing we don't have a very good crafters yet. I don't really want those. All right, Leo. Why are you? Yeah, because you think you need psi focus, and that's, to be fair, you do. All right. Yep, meditate, meditate, meditate. You know what? I actually want you to prioritize constructing those turrets, please. Donk, donk, donk. Donk, donk, donk. You're very good at this. Please make these turrets. Okay, now, let's go and talk to that trade ship. What have you got that we want? Well, new chopper main. What can we sell? Not a lot, probably. Some go juice, apparently. And a lot of smoke leaf. And we could sell, but we're not going to sell gold. Okay. Now, what can we purchase? We don't need any of this. Discoveries in ballistics. That would actually be really nice to have. That will trade. Both of those will be good. Okay. I don't need any of that. I don't need digestible resurrector nanites. I don't want coke. We're actually surprisingly okay for components and stuff right now. Can always have more, but we're surprisingly okay. So let's get like 100 new chopper main. And that will let us just start making medicine. Alright. Cool. I think I'm going to have Leo's psi focus come down just a little. I don't think he needs quite that much. I mean, he's choosing to meditate that much anyway. It's fine to have more, buddy. That's totally okay. But I really need you making stuff. How much steel do we have? Deadly structure theft. Ancient treasure. We can break in. Variety of thefts. we'll come back to that. Alright. I'm actually running out of steel, tragically. We need more Devil Strand as well. Okay. So we need lots of resources. We need to mine more. Orders. So let's just do another exploratory shaft. That's not quite right. Does that look about right? Yeah, eyeballing looks fine. We might eventually want... No, this can be for more. We can dig out, but we might also dig out some more. Where do we want? Orders mine. So this will just be starting to lay the... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. These are just in case bedrooms. Just in case. Alright, Royal Tribute Collector, don't care. Could actually have given him gold now that I think about it, but... What the fuck? Oh, it's from the Psychic Bloom, right. What is Gamma? Beautiful alien plant. Don't eat it, it is extremely toxic. Okay. Just random crap growing everywhere. Not a problem. I think what I want to do soon is build a trap hallway. I think it's just kind of useful to have. Hospital bed, excellent. Alright, so we're going to go back to Starflight Basics, I think, now. Because that is still the ultimate goal. And there's a lot of people we now have. What we will do is we will attempt to build furniture, hospital beds. We want just like 2 hospital beds. Let's have a quick look. Hospital bed. Alright. So we're going to build 2. And I'm going to get just Leo to build those, please, because you are very good at doing that kind of stuff. And we're now basically out of steel. We're very, very low on steel, but that's fine. Missing steel. Okay. So we're going to suspend the helmet bill, because we've used up a lot of... Can we make helmets out of anything else? I don't have anything else, but you can't make helmets out of stone, can you? No. Make them out of gold. Nothing can possibly go wrong with the Gamma. Alright. Well, we've got more Devil Strand. That's good. We need more steel. What I'm going to get Leo to do... God, it's growing everywhere. No, we've deconstructed all of... No, alright, let's deconstruct all of this, please. Orders, deconstruct. Is there anything else around here that we can mine or deconstruct? Not really. Okay. Well, Bo's mining out all of this steel. Yeah, she'll get there. Alright. The plants are growing. That's okay. Alright. 6 turrets is pretty good. Yeah, okay. How are we doing for stone blocks? We've got a good amount. So I think it is time to build the death corridor. I'm trying to remember how one actually does that, because I know that you basically want like a curve in which you put a whole bunch of traps. The problem is people are using this space, but that's fine. We can make that work. So I think we probably have it be like up here, and then we just have doors, and we can always close everything. So let's just sketch this out, where I will want the bad people following this hallway. Yep. So this is going to be, yep. I think that's probably pretty good. And then we need to like enclose this space basically. And then we need to build some doors. So we need steel doors. And we need... Basically, we need one there. And... we need one here and one here. Like so. Cool. Now, downside, we don't have enough steel, but... uninstall this bed. Ah, we should put this masterwork bed in somewhere. Kalium, do you have a bed yet? It's Centaurius' bedroom. I don't care about Centaurius. Set owner. Kaylee. Where are you? Kalium? There we go. Well, we can take this masterwork bed. We can always put that someplace else. Alright, once Bo is awake and has eaten food... Eat a food. Bo, I need you to go and mine a whole lot of steel. Alright. Speed boost. Just because a raid could arrive at any time. Alright. Mine the steel. We're literally going to manually tell her to do this. Where has a Nutrifungus died? Oh, for fuck's sake! Nutrifungus does not like natural light. Well, there we go. Please mine the steel. We're gonna have to do this like this. Because I want all of this steel. I want it in very short order. And I want it to happen before any of these raids that we know are coming will arrive. So I'm going to basically have to tell her to do this. Because she's so fast. Please just mine the steel. I don't want you caught out here. Oh yeah, these are absolutely dwarves. Alright. I'll need to research Crypto Sleep Casket. Now, research now, we have 2 people progressing very well, which is good. We are eventually going to need quite a lot of infrastructure and a lot of everything to make enough cryo sleep caskets. We're gonna need so many resources, but we will get there. All right. Come on. What's your health like? Yeah, you're fine. You can do all of this before you go to sleep. This is your job for the day. I'm forcing you to do this. You stupid miner. Come on. Here we go. Yep, keep doing it. I need all of this steel. Not even kidding. You're neither tired nor hungry. Yes, you might be a little bit short on recreation, but... Come on. Keep doing it. It's very annoying to have to do this, but this is the, like... I have to get her to do this. Otherwise, someone will come out and try and do this in the middle of a raid. Okay, come on. Yep, keep going. What I will also do is, while we're here, get people to haul these slag chunks. Almost done. Because the slag chunks we can turn into steel as well, and we're going to need just so much steel. Oh, coming along. Isn't mining like the best thing for a dwarf? Oh yeah, she enjoys it. I mean, actually, no, she doesn't. She just is very good at it. She does not appreciate this. She does not have a burning passion for her work. Alright, okay. Bo, I also need you to... These plants are going to be the absolute death of me. I think Pepper is... Prioritize cutting all of these, please. Please cut the gamma. It is killing all of our mushrooms. If we run out of food, I will be mad. We won't run out of food. We're very good for meals, but... Alright. Bills, make medicine is the more important thing. Okay. Alright, we're getting there. Progress is being made. What are Statorius and Synadian armed with? Assault rifle and a biocoded heavy machine gun. I'm down for that. Alright. What else do we need? I wouldn't mind... Let's just build... What do we want? We need to leave that... Ideally... Yeah, no, we're going to build marble embrasures there and there as well. Okay. So right now this is enough space for everyone to actually use, which is fine. Okay, now we need some traps. So, security. Spike trap. Do I have enough steel to make these? Yeah, it's fine. Or, hear me out, limestone. Why? I did that to myself. Alright. So that will be a bunch of traps that will just help slow down raids. So that's good. I do not care about that lifter. Alright, we're going to make a whole bunch of traps. That's good. Leo, what are you working on? You are meditating. You really don't need to. Alright. So once these are all made, I am going to... we'll hold that open, but then we will forbid this, I think, is how we'll do that. And we'll hold that open as well. And so basically at any time we want to be like, ooh, those are some nasty people turning up, we can just set this to... We can just have someone run and close the door. Hold that open, please. Alright, cool. Do the visitors have some things to trade? Yeah, they do. Nice. Lots of work is happening in here. We will trade with these people. Okay, what have you got for me? Well, we can sell some stuff. Some of our Arfling's herb. And actually, I'll tell you what, that is much more fungible. Let's sell a bunch of this crap that we've got. I don't need this revolver, I don't need this flintlock, I don't need this great bow, all of this stuff is crap. Please, please buy all of my shit. This is what you want, right? This is what you came here for, is just a tremendous quantity of absolute crap. Okay. That's all that you will take. What can you sell me? Nothing. Okay, well look, that's fine. Do you want some crap clothes? How do you feel about helmets? No, those helmets are too good for you. Take this cloth toque. I have a sniper rifle. I feel like someone should have the sniper rifle. Leo's got a heavy SMG. Isaias has got a heavy SMG. No, maybe it's fine. A heavy SMGs are pretty good. Kalium. Well, you need a weapon. And it's sure as hell not anything particularly good. So, let's give you... an SMG? Yeah, it'll do. It's about time to... Actually, it's about time to empty out the corpse room. So, please equip the incendiary launcher. And come over here. This is an old... that's not what I wanted. Incendiary launcher. Where is the incendiary launcher? Whatever, it's fine. Someone else can do it. Alright, food. The food situation, we've got those mushrooms planted back again. That's good. Okay. Now, yep, so the traps are all coming together. Someone is going to get themselves completely done by these, you just watch, but... Please finish building the traps. Yep, good. Do we have some steel? You are allowed to put steel chunks in here. Chunk. Steel slag chunks, cool. Alright, because I do want to eventually... Okay. Alright. Excellent. She has joined... She is now a member of our Ideologion. It doesn't mean anything. Kestrel says, "Hey Rob, thanks for making that US Ariadne faction focus." Kestrel, you're very welcome. It was fun/interesting to do. Big credit to basically most of the Canberra community who pitched in on ideas on that one. I put that one out to the Brains Trust, and a whole bunch of people chipped in to give me a hand in terms of like thinking about how to approach things. Supplementary question: you said that a challenge faction can be the right play style for some people. How do I choose what faction? I'm assuming that's what you ask. How do you actually choose what faction you'd like the most? Power Gamer is not exactly the right way of putting it, but I like things that are explorable and like mechanically compelling. I do enjoy the experience, like the narrative of play, absolutely. Leo has had another inspired creativity, which means that it is time to make another large sculpture. Get on it. So I'm just going to get Leo to do this. I've thought about this a few times. Like, what is it that motivates me? And it's the exploration of the game that is most motivating to me. Not universally, but that's what I kind of look for. I look for things and I go, "Ooh, that's interesting." I like exploring. I like tinkering and finding lists and setups that are compelling. And so usually that means I play almost everything as a result, because almost everything, especially in a game like Infinity, almost everything is worth exploring. So for example, and like what will happen then is I will explore, and either it will be like, "Oh no, this was fine. This was not." Fuck off, you plants. I not just so it's not always just dark horses. But yes, I do really enjoy finding dark horses. But just getting more and more of the game into my head. So like Morad Aggression Force, for example, was a faction I wanted to have. No, actually, let's go to the last. So the last two factions I've spent a bit of time playing, which were OSS and Morad Aggression Force. OSS was actually someone, I think it was a list challenge. And I'm like, yeah, okay, let's have a look. Let's approach these from first principles. Because I had an idea in my head of what I thought OSS would be like, but it was an N4 idea, and there was some stuff that OSS could do in N4 that was really good. But it wasn't a really complete idea. I'm going to install this damn heater. And when I actually went to putting together lists, it was like, oh shit, there's a bunch of stuff in here that is really, really different about this faction, and that was really cool. And I found like I can make Andromeda work, and you can do a little Hawkwood. Like there's a bunch of things that were unexpected, and so I spent some more time with them. And then kind of the same deal. So Ed has just said Rob goes for breadth of knowledge as opposed for someone going depth. Yeah. So like Ed, for example, is a Kalian tried to convert to Ideologion. Kalian. You are a member of the Great Darkness. Oh, Dimitri tried to. Piss off. Let's just have a quick look at that. Social. Kalian. Tried to convert Sinidris. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. He's not interested. So I try and play everything. But then there are things I will find I will focus on once I'm like, ooh, this is interesting. You find the hook. And that's the Great Darkness is the name of our Ideologion. Yes. Don't ask questions. And so Morats were the other one, where it's like, I knew I wanted to have a game of Morats. I should get a game in with Morats. And then I played some Morats, and it was like, ooh, actually, there are some things in here that are different and interesting. Like, yes, I knew I wanted to play the Soggerat, but it wasn't until I played a few games, certain things about them different to N4. Certain things were like really interesting. And so I'm actually painting up a bunch of my Morats to get the faction up to speed in N5, because it was like, that was really interesting and compelling. So at the moment, for example, I would say I am an everything player, but most recently I've been focusing on ISS, on OSS, and we do not need a Panther. I've been focusing on Operation Subsection and then more on Aggression Force. So those are in my repertoire, and you build a repertoire is how I approach things. The next thing I want to look at is Imperial Service, because in Imperial Service, in Imperial Service, it's a new faction. There's a bunch of stuff that's been added to it that's interesting. I want to learn how to play Imperial Service, and if it turns out that they are good, I'll stick with them. Oh, Dave and Botates are agreeing to be married. I should really change her name, but I'm not going to. And so Imperial Service might get added to the repertoire. Or I might find, you know what, yes, these are fun and cool, but they're just going to be a faction I'll play occasionally. Maybe they can't do a certain thing that I'm particularly interested in, something like that. And so that's, I build that depth of knowledge, but then when I find things that are interesting, where it's like, there's something here that's mechanically compelling, I dive into it. And so, for example, with Morats, what I found, oh, for fuck's sake. Right. How bad is this going to be? It's a social fight. You feel better? You feel better, you idiots? You eat your food? You twits. Just go and lie down. Yeah, get some damn brews. Get some aloe vera on that. You idiots. How bad is that? It's not too bad. It's not great. That's a busted toe. Yeah, so like Ed, for example, Ed is a Spiral Core player in N4 and would probably be a Toha, is a Toha player at the moment. What else are you playing at the moment, Ed? Because you were like me, you were a very Hack-Islam player for a while as well, but I've kind of drifted away from them. I don't think they quite hold up in the current edition, has been my experience. Oh yeah, Ed was also a Varuna player, which is it's just like, oh, so Spiral and Varuna, hey? How's the edition change been for Ed? Alright. So, I think we are going to get some more slag chunk melting being done, which means we need to do a bit of hauling. Because we have just a voracious appetite for steel. Alright. That's slate. I don't care about slate. We mined out all of this. What are these? Ancient razor wire. Wonderful. Okay, cool. So, several separate groups of Elatkin from DD have arrived in transport pods. They will prepare for a while and then attack. There are a few of them. So, what this is an opportunity to try out our new kill box. So we're going to firstly arm the traps, and then what are these guys armed with? Almost all weapons and short range stuff. Few grenades. Some stick grenades, those could be a little bit of a challenge. But that's all pretty manageable. So I need you to open these doors, kid, child. Alright, so we open that door, and then we close this door. Okay, hold, I need that held open, thank you. Come on, child, open the door. Alright. Sure, haul that. Okay, now what that's going to do is it's basically going to arm our trap corridor, which means that when the Latkin attack, they will When they lack an attack, they will move through our trap hallway. Yeah, so Ed says, yeah, Hack then Spiral, Spiral then Verd, and Toha with some white company. Think about Shazvasti, probably a bad idea. I mean, like, maybe it's hard to say, but... Alright, I think we want to... Go. Yep, alright, beginning their assault. Alright, everyone, battle stations. Form up. Form up. Form up. Kids in the back. You gonna get out in time there, kid? Should do. Okay. You weren't shot. No, you're good. Okay, so, form stations. Kestrel says, I've been playing Tarayami Core in N5. Started with Hack Islamic in N4. Lots to learn. Yeah, there's so much. Is there a viable way to add a pack to a list that's actually viable? A political action committee? Oh, portable autocannon. Good question. Ah, these are in the wrong place. Good question. Dimitri, you just stay. You stay back here. You stay back here. All right. So I've realized now that these should be there and there, and I'm an idiot. So we'll just deconstruct those in our own time. All right. Form stations. Form stations. Now let's see how these traps go. Come on, kid. You can go all over here. You can go over there. So, from memory, you can Haris link a portable autocannon in Tartary now, right? Donk. Okay, there's one. Donk. Donk. There's two. Donk. 3, 4. Some of them are running away. Okay. Okay, so that did pretty well. And yeah, okay. Yep. The good news, everyone, the kill box is working just fine. Yep. Gonna get him? Alright. They're all running away, which means we can undraft everyone. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, Logies. Not you. I just need a couple of people with guns. Just go and deal with this idiot. He's trying to break down a door. Well, we have to rebuild that now. Okay. So, let's unforbid all of this. Good work, everyone. What is wrong with you? Stop it. You're a bastard, aren't you? You guys right? You right there? Yeah, I fucking thought so. Pick on someone your own size. You picked on the Melee 14 Ferrous skin. Okay. You twit. This guy has been nothing but trouble. We have a proselytizer over here. Get him fixed up. You people. This guy has been nothing but trouble. Yeah, well, how do you like it now? Cracked spine. What are you? You a hussar? Yeah, you're a hussar. You probably need go juice, don't you? Which I don't have any. Well, that's a you problem. Alright, cool. Well, that was successful. We just need to get those all rearmed now, and someone to rebuild the door. Alright, mining is happening. I can hear it somewhere. Yep, good. Good work. Oop. Another raid. So this is the second one of these. This one we probably... Let's get the... I think this one we may have to just fight manually. I don't think we can get the traps rearmed in time. Okay, it never rains but it pours. Right, so we have a few problems to solve all at once here. The insects are pretty solvable. Okay, one thing at a time. Please equip the biocoded HMG. Bo, I'm going to need you. And we've got at least one other person who can use Psycasts. Alright. It's coming, it's Pepper, it's coming through your goddamn wall. While that's happening, we are trying to rearm these. No, don't make smoke leaf joints. So, make the traps. Alright. Alright, okay, we're gonna be fine here. We'll be fine. Alright. Now, I think we need one other person that's good in melee. And I need... Alright, I need you to come and open this door. Okay, alright, okay. Bo. We need this door not to be held open. I wonder how big this infestation is going to be. Okay. You... go this way. Alright. Frost Ray! Speed boost. Alright. Stop breaking my shit! Come on, come on, come on. Go, go. Dodge, dodge. Leap. Alright, another Frost Ray. I discovered this by accident, but Frost Ray is really good in these kind of confined spaces. My fucking wardrobe! Frost Ray. Yep, I really do not want to fight a... I don't want to fight a Megalo Spider if I can possibly avoid it. You gonna follow me? Fuck it. Alright. Okay, okay. Chat, I need you to talk amongst yourselves for a bit. Everyone form up. Cool. Okay, now the actual insect hives, we're just going to have to leave for a bit. I forget whose bedroom that was. We have a masterwork bed to replace it, no problem. Everyone... What the hell are you doing? Child? Alright, is anyone else... No, okay, so the Latkin are forming up, that's totally okay. Kids who have no weapons, just get the hell out. Alright. I do suspect we're going to need everyone for this one. Alright, everyone with a gun. Form up. Alright, there we go. There's the first one of these. Now, there are a bunch of these. We're probably going to need to use some psychic powers, but that's fine. There's still all of these. That's fine, we'll get to that. Please prioritize hauling the Mega Spider. Alright, one down. Getting there, getting there, getting there. Alright. Battle Frenzy. Just in case we need it. They're running. Yeah, they're running the wrong way, but yes. Alright. Now, everyone except the melee experts. Melee experts go there. Do we want to capture any of these guys? A psychically dull recluse. He's not bad, but he is unwaveringly loyal. I don't care about him. I mean, he's very good in melee, but I don't care about him. Nope. No. However, we can capture some of them. And with that in mind, because if nothing else, they will be good medical practice. How long until you're dead? 5 hours. Capture him. Capture... No unreserved beds. Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, two will be sufficient. Alright. Unforbid all of those weapons. We have a few people who are wounded, but not the end of the world. Please don't let pine trees grow in our kill box. Alright. Well, we've got something else we can do with that prisoner, if nothing else. Now, how badly wounded are people? Not too badly. Melee combatants, please kill the hives. It's just not worth. I actually do eventually want to have a situation where we have, what's the word that I'm looking for here, a tame hive. Not really tame, but they're an excellent source of masterwork. Cool. Alright. Can we please prioritize hauling those mega spiders, prioritize hoarding. So these are, these will last a fair while, but okay, alright, excellent. Good work, everyone. We have one thing to do. Who is the unwavering prisoner? Wernschelen. Not yet. Okay, soon. Have these been tended to? Yes. Can we stop him from dying? Well, if nothing else, he'll be some experience. Yeah, we can. Okay. Alright, now, prisoner. Try and convert. He will never try and break. He was the one... I actually don't care about either of these. You, we can release. Relations gain on release. None. Okay, fine. Just kill him. I don't need the... Actually, how old are you? You're 40. Logi's is currently genetic age 20. Do we want to de-age someone else? She's 19. Isaias, do we want to de-age you? Loskos Umbo, do we want to de-age either of you? I think Isaias... You know what, Isaias, you can... Let's get you to a younger age. He's 45 is not bad. He's not that. 51, he's not that old. Still, Chrono... Where are we? Chronopath. So we need 2 more. I think we can do this. So, let's go begin anima linking. Ah, never mind. Won't even work. Disregard. What can you... How do you meditate, Isaias? You can meditate with art. Alright, that's fine. So, if we go... Meditation. Just copy one of these ones. Yep, and this is Isaias's meditation spot. Alright. And with that, so once these people are conscious... we will have ourselves a public execution. Alright, hold this open, please. I actually think what I need... I want a... How do we do this? Because I want a longer funnel for people to come down. Yeah, like that would be fine. Alright. So there's a whole lot of conversation about Tariami Core that I... Bow. Bow. Okay, so we need tending. We need word of immunity. Alright. Just rest until healed, you absolute goober. Prioritize tending. Cool, and then Gyros. Preach health, please. Cool, alright. A lot of people are kind of banged up. Wershlin has gotten sick. Well, that's fine, because I would really like to... Come on. Okay, never mind. Well, that's fine. We have a means for this. Sooner or later. Your consciousness is 65%. Pain is extreme. I would really like to execute one of these prisoners, but apparently that's not a thing I'm allowed to do. That's fine. Alright, we got the cotton harvest coming in. So there will be one more raid, I believe. Bulk goods trader is passing by. Excellent. Now, this room is a hot mess where the insects burrowed through, but it will soon have a masterwork bedroom. And it will be good again. The prisoners are in too much pain to execute. Yeah, I mean, okay, I guess. Intense pain. Can I please... There we go. What? Oh. That's what I was doing wrong. I cannot make the prisoner execute one of my people. Satisfying. A satisfying public execution. Now, this lad... Tell me about yourself. Yeah, you can just... You can piss off. What is your gear? Nothing that I care about. Go away as a warning to others. I could take bits. You know what? Let's see how everyone feels about that. I actually don't know how my... I don't know how my people... So, operations, add bill. What do we reckon? Let's take a lung. How does everyone feel about that? They seem fine. Alright, let's take a kidney. Do. Alright, let's take... I don't need hemogem. I definitely... No. No, that's weird. Let's do the inevitable. Chip chop, chip chop. More bits for the body part. Okay. So, Mara is mad about that. We're all good, people. We're good. We're good with doing horrible crimes. Okay. Alright, we have... I believe we have unsuspended the smelt metal from slag, so we're currently sitting at 1400 metal again. I'm not going to do the Archaeonexus. Leo, you still have an inspired creativity, so please finish your work there. Alright. Who is starving? No one is starving. Good. Alright, that's all gone quite well. If you put floors into a mountain, can insects still break through them? Yes. So there is a way to stop insects from breaking in. The insects will not break into a room that is very, very cold. Neg 4 or below. I could theoretically actually just keep the entire mountain below that temperature. I am choosing not to, because the thing about insects is that they drop insect meat, and insect meat will let me make meals. Legendary large sculpture. Good work, lad. Now, Pepper, come on. Aren't you married to someone? Social. No, you're not. Okay. Just put your own... Please deliver your own bed to your own bedroom. Where are we? Pepper, plank cutter. There you go. How hard was that? You've got... Well, your bedroom is awful because of all of the insect bits, but apart from that, the comfort of this bedroom should be the divinity of brotherhood. It is engraved with a depiction of a solitary clam covered in viscera near a district. It represents the artist's community. Cool. Mad hares. Okay. Alright, is anyone outside? I think the turrets will just kill those. Fight them! 3 people were caught outside when the hares attacked. You'll manage somehow. One. You have assault rifles. I mean, it is actually kind of hard to hit a hare, but still. Come on, you've got it. Is that all of them? Looks like all of them. You can just see the escape route the prisoners take. Good lord. Alrighty. Nothing is working because of the solar flare. None of the food will rot. It's fine. It's so cold outside that that just makes it kind of uncomfortable inside. What we will actually do is we'll just pop down some more solar pinholes. One in there. One in there. And... oh! Yes, run! Cool. Were there more? Literally the, like, absolute melee monsters were like, oh god! Oh, it's a hare! It's... run! Whatever will we do? Alright. No research can be done until this solar flare ends. Whatever. No biggie. Get these rearmed. Alright. Job's a good one. Kestrel says, one profile that's actually very interesting is the Ratnik. Heavy shotgun, 2 frontovics, rain bullets. Silent level has been gained. Excellent. The... oh yeah, the Ratnik... I mean, the Ratnik is such a good... the Ratnik's model deserves a great deal. Alright, I need to build... you know what, we're going to build a limestone door. Structure... limestone door. Yes, it's going to take ages to... not steel door, limestone door. Structure, limestone... and we will want... we don't actually need one there. Another one! A snow hare has gone mad! Dave. Kill the snow hare. Good work. Good work. You killed it with your Persona Plasma Sword. 10 out of 10. Word of Foretelling, and then Age. Won't take too much longer for Dave for him to level up. Alright, Solar Flare has ended, that's good. Everyone's working on stuff. Made some medicine. How's your crafting? It's 6. You're a capable amateur. Do you get anything from making medicine? 13637. You do not. That's fine. Which means it's helmet time again. Do until you have 30. Do you make 10 more helmets, mate? Alrighty, getting there. So I think there was going to be one more raid from memory. Let's have a quick look. Quests. Active, guarding Mara. 3 raids, yep. So there'll be one more of those raids that we can potentially make use of. Alright, yes it is very cold. Yes, you slept in the cold, no one cares. We should have... we have ample food for the moment. Alright, making all of this. Alright, do we have any steel chunks that we can haul? No. I'm not going to tell anyone to mine that compacted steel just yet. Just looking around for... please haul those steel chunks. Let's send the children out to do it. Alright, Leo now should be getting... yep, cool. Try and get your crafting level up. Because if we get his crafting level up, we can start doing things like making really nice guns, etc. Okay, now, when we eventually go to leave this godforsaken planet, I'm trying to figure out where we will need to be building, where the ship will be produced. We need more power. Electric smithy. While you're here, any feelings about... No, hang on. Any feelings about the pack on the Tank Hunter? Probably secondary... It's a meme pick. Technically speaking, the portable autocannon, starflight sensors, what do I need? Long-range mineral scanner. Well, we'll research that then. Technically speaking, the portable autocannon on the Tank Hunter is a split roll piece where shuttle arrived. Jump to location. Autoload. Where it lets you be both active and reactive. It's a very dangerous ambush piece. Send it. What did we get for that again? Oh, that's right, the orbital targeter. And some plasteel. Now, technically speaking, it lets you fill 2 roles, because you can fight with it in active, hoping to leverage mimetism, surprise, and win a face-to-face roll with a really, really big gun. But also it's dangerous enough that if you reveal it in ambush and reactive turn, you can completely ace someone because it's armor-piercing explosive. That's the dream. In practice, it's a very, very expensive weapon that is not... It is worse than a missile launcher in reactive, and it's worse than an APHMG in active, because it can't win face-to-face rolls with 2 dice. It's a not the end of the world situation. You could theoretically, if it was like a vanity pick, if it was your, like, I'm going to learn how to make this work, you could learn how to make it work. You genuinely could. That's not a glowing recommendation, but it is... Right, it is how you would go about using that kind of piece. I have a lot of time for vanity picks, right, as a kind of like a model selection in games like Infinity, where it's like, you know what, it's not on meta. It's not everyone is taking this. This is not the kind of thing that everyone uses, but I'm going to try and make it work. There's some potential there, because if you try that enough times with enough things, you will strike gold eventually. You pan for gold and you will eventually find it. It does, however, take a little bit of time. And I would say the Tank Hunter autocannon, I do not have high hopes for it, but it is something that you could learn to make use of. And you said they're not linkable. That's because they're a camouflage model. No Tank Hunters, no camouflage model is ever linkable. The only linkable autocannons, to my knowledge, are the... what are we talking about? There are 2. There's the Morad one, which is very ballistic, skill 12. And then there is the big lad. The, what are we talking? The Cosmosolder, that's the one. The Cosmosolder you can link with a couple of slightly cheaper things in N5. That's on the, like, it's worth thinking about. Long arms. Get out. Get out. Long arms are not on my list of things I consider to be really serious contenders, but who knows, maybe one day. Alright, I think Leo, we really don't want just, yeah, allowed, oh, cooking skill. I don't want our production specialist. No, okay. So, we actually want people who are good at cooking doing this, I guess. So that Leo stops, right? What's your cooking, Leo? Why are you making these? It says cooking skill. I guess it requires... Okay. Stop rolling joints, you idiot. You have a painted long-arm autocannon. Well, that's a you decision. Yeah. What I want, actually, is a tag with an autocannon. Alright. Build a copy of that there. Deconstruct that there. Build a copy of this there. Alright. So these slightly... How many skulls do we have? We have 1. Quest completed. Alright, so soon we'll have the more advanced kill box. Yeah, give US Ariadna a tank with or a tag with a portable autocannon. Like, it would be totally fine. You got +1 burst portable autocannon, ballistic skill like 14. It's fine. Alright, this is going to need to be... Alright, let's build some more limestone traps. Donk, donk, and donk. So the reason why I made this longer is that what I don't want is people being able to like hide up here. I want anyone with a gun to be forced all the way down into the kill box. It is actually very important. Alright, no one in a million years is going to voluntarily walk through this unless they're incredibly stupid. It is possible. We can actually build... Let's build another limestone door over there, and we can just add a few more traps in. Portable autocannon. You could actually just make an autocannon at that point. Like, it doesn't need to be a portable autocannon, it's just an autocannon at that juncture. Why are you wearing... How... Put on a helmet. Just because we found one. Oh, this fell out of the sky, it's a magic hat. You idiot. Now, launching the ship. Freedom at last, or maybe a return home. It's incredibly dangerous. Ship reactors, etc., etc. Okay, so ship. We've got... We can actually start making cryosleep caskets. Now, whereabouts will we want the ship to go? I'm not sure. We'll need to find space for it eventually. We can work on all of that at a later date. We're getting there. We're getting there. Alright. Persona Core. Ostrich of the Choker Pact offer us the location of Persona Core. Call them on their comms console. Alright. Call... What was it? God damn it. The Choker Pact. There we go. Business to handle. Never mind. Okay. 40 goodwill. Some other time, buddy. Are there any quests that we could do for you? No, that's fine. Pepper is finally cleaning her bedroom. It's still awful because of how dirty it is. I think we can probably build... I think the next thing we sow in here is actually going to be something like those wood plants. We seem to always need those. How much cloth do we have at this stage? 500. Okay, we actually don't need. Let's change this, please, to fibercorn. Fibercorn is fucking terrible, all things considered, but it will give us a supply of wood. Alright, one more raid will be coming. Quest available, a vast monument. The Choker Pact. If we build them a really big monument, which we absolutely can, we can get enough goodwill with them just about to... We can get enough goodwill with them just about to give us the location of a Persona Core. And then we'd have to go and find the damn thing. Alright, factions. What do we like with the Choker Pact? Neutral +4. Alright. You know what? Sure, we'll do it. We will build your big stupid monument. Whereabouts? It's not that bad. We have to keep it... Yeah, we can't build it... Yeah, we can build it there. Where are the doors? Yeah, that's fine. We've built one of these already. Yeah, and it's not likely to get too easily destroyed over here. Alright everyone, build this. We want probably a mix of marble. We'll go marble tile, limestone doors, limestone walls, and marble sarcophaguses. Or it's just all limestone. Let's try that again. I want it to look kinda good, guys. Alright, so place the wall blueprints. Place the... No, cancel. Just, again, you're starting to annoy me. Alright, let's try this one more time. I want wall blueprints of limestone. I want door blueprints of marble. I want sarcophagus blueprints of marble and tile of marble. Alright. We got plenty of both. Or at least we should have plenty of both. And that will give us enough goodwill to get that Persona Core. Alright. How's your... you know what we will do is, Isaias, we're going to schedule just a little bit of meditation time before bed. I want you to level up. Hello, Rumbleroo Comics! Welcome to the stream. Alright, how is our horrible trap hallway? It's looking just fine. A meteorite of compacted steel. I'm down. Now, you're not going through the trap hallway, you're not going through the trap hallway. Good. Okie doke. This is the first time I've ever used a hallway like this in RimWorld. Literally, I've just never gotten around to it before for some reason. It's like, no, don't need it. Actually, I'll tell you what. Cancel, 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 deconstruct. We got other stuff to build in any case. Alrighty. Pepper, just clean your damn bedroom. Yes, I know there's rubble. There you go. It's now a somewhat impressive bedroom. Do you feel better about that? Ooh. You've created... Dave, good job. You've created a... You've made... Dave, I need you to wear a helmet. Please everyone stop wearing these damn random pieces of shit that we keep having fall from the sky. It's a problem. Alright, the kids are growing up well. I think it's time for us to pull out the old Molotov cocktails. Please equip the Molotov cocktails. Okay, that's not what I said to do. Please drop the Molotov cocktails. Please equip the Molotov cocktails. And please come over here. We have an awful lot of bodies that need to be disposed of. So if you can just throw a bunch of these. One of the reasons I actually don't like Combat Extended is that it's really hard to do this. Because it tracks ammunition. Alright, so all of those bodies will now take care of themselves. Yes, there's a fire. Gosh. It'll burn itself out, you'll be fine. No, this isn't... So, Root Comics, I'm not sure when you were last here, but if you were here for the Duergar Strike the Earth stream, where we're basically playing Dwarf Fortress in RimWorld, it is that one. I was gifted Ideology by a friend, who I believe actually might be in this chat, and Ideology is not compatible with the previous save, and so I've taken this as an opportunity to do a settlement I've always wanted to do, which is literally a dwarf fortress. And so we are deep beneath the earth. We have many workshops and fine halls, etc. This was the ancient danger that we've hollowed out and is now our rec room. We feast lavishly on nutrifungus and insect jelly. And in fact, what would be ideal is if an insects spawn around here somewhere. I wonder if I can incentivize that. Probably not. They spawned up here previously, but I didn't quite go through the steps necessary to keep them alive. Alright. We should install that legendary sculpture somewhere. From memory, who is the Berk that is Isaias? Now, let's have a quick look at your... he's fine. He's not that jealous. Okay. What are you doing in terms of work, Isaias? You're crafting. Okay, good. The Ancient Danger, I was expecting dark and terrible things. It was one of those flamethrower robots. So I went through all the trouble of like preparing and getting a bunch of people ready and etc. And then it's like, oh no, it's like one flamethrower robot, and then a bunch of random dudes inside sarcophagi. I don't think, was Pepper one of those? Nope, none of which. Yeah, so it was a lot of nothing, but it's a really nice shape inside of our fortress. It's getting a little cold. We might just quickly pop down a few more solar pinholes. Just in all of these various different rooms. Cool. Alright. Oh, this is all going quite well. The monument is coming together. What I will do is I will just tell them to hold open those doors, just in case they need egress through there. Alright, we're smelting steel. How much do we get from that? 15 steel. Alright, good work everyone. Muffalos. It's probably... No, it's not yet time to do a... It's not yet time to do another caravan, because we haven't yet had the raid arrive. And there is going to be one more raid. Alright, we need a few more traps inside the darkness hallway. Is that noise? Okay. We're going progressing well. We are moving along at a good clip, playing along at maximum speed. We are researching all of the things that we need to escape from this hellish place. Leo, what are you doing? You are cutting stone blocks from a chunk. Well, that's good for you, buddy. Inspired recruitment. Don't care. Monument completed. Alright. So now this needs to stick around. Okay, so can we please, call the Choker Pact, request the location of the Persona Core. Jump to item stash. How far away is it? It's a distance. And it'll only be there for a little bit longer, 22 days. Alright, so how much longer if we have a quick look at quests, in terms of active, we have the Guarding Mara, 16 more days. Look, frankly, we've got 2 dudes with assault rifles. We could send out a little group. It's a bit of a distance, but they can go, they can make it. I think we might. We need that persona core in any case to escape the planet. It has to be done. I think it's time to... What weapons can we give the kids? Nothing that much. That's fine. I think we go for it. We're going to save it, and we're going to. It's a bit of a trek. I don't have drop pods yet, but let's go. All right. How long would it take? 3 days. 7 days round trip. That's a long time to have them away from the colony. What if instead we were to be able to research pods? Transport pod. It needs biofuel refining. And then we would need biofuel. I think we send them. I think we send Locos and Bo. They are very dangerous. We send them off into the wilderness for a bit. What are you armed with? Yep. Are you in good spirits? You're in pretty good spirits. Alright, we're gonna do a leader speech first. We're gonna give a great speech about how these people, Bo, put a freaking helmet on. Oh, alright. A siege. They want to pound us with mortars. What I'm hearing is free mortar. Well, this has become more pressing. A psychiatric patient named Moss has arrived and wants to join the colony. I will postpone that. The extensive building. They're building a monument. A mech cluster. That sounds like a terrible idea. Alright, I'm going to let them build their mortar because we're in the middle of having a grand speech. I think I actually want them to finish the mortar because we don't have... I want you to build that artillery. Because these are Ylatkin. They're not exactly fantastic at anything. Nominally they're good melee combatants. Alright, yeah, go ahead, yeah, build the things. Alright, everyone. Well, slight change of plans, but... Leo, you as well. Lo. Loskos. Dave. Pepper. We probably don't need to bring the kids with us. Is that everyone? Yep. Alright, everyone. We have a siege to break. We'll leave the children behind. Alright, we're going to approach from this direction. Yes, there are possibly going to be some artillery. There's going to be some artillery fire. We're fine. We're fine here. Keep moving. Keep moving. Alright, let's go. Why are you... Okay, I forgot. That's on me. You're not wearing a helmet. Alright. Move up, move up. Let's go. move up and take cover, move up and take cover, move up and take cover. You can move out into the open, I don't care about you. Alright, speed boost on the melee combatants. Controlled frenzy on the melee combatants. We'll worry about where that has gone in a bit. Let's go. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. The shell fire. Okay, so they did a few things. The first thing they did is they broke the monument. Okay, cool. Kid, I need you to rescue your brother. And we need to move. All right. Power leap. Power leap. You are not a very good Psycaster just yet. All right. Get him. Move up and around. Oh. Yeah. Yes, I know that. I know the child has been shot by artillery. I know the child has been shot by artillery. You're burned by a mortar. You're fine. You're late to the party. All right. Keep shooting. Keep fighting. They're shooting Dave. Jump there. Yep, good work. Take the fights, everyone. The Ylatkin are running. Alright. Oh, cool. First things first. I mean, we should probably rescue the child. However, just hypothetically, artillery and a mortar. Let's also have... Great, we have an artillery park now. We'll allow all of this, and all of this, and the cloth for some reason, and the weapons, and everything else. Now, do we need this marine? Bloodlust, super immune, psychically dull, that's not the end of the world, extremely good at a number of things. I think we might actually capture him. You're winning that fight, right? Yeah, good. Oh, alright. We got ourselves a mortar. And a whole lot of other stuff as well. Good work, everyone. Now, there is also the problem of the child who was struck by artillery, and we need to nothing. Okay, the monument wasn't damaged. They tried to shell the monument, but it was not damaged. Okay. So, how badly wounded? Let's just get the kid. Okay. So, this child's liver, left leg, torso, and pelvis have been shredded by artillery. Cool. Definitely a thing. Definitely a thing that happened. It wasn't even anywhere near the battlefield. That wasn't me sending them into harm's way. That was a thing that happened. All right, so that gets us through. That gets us through. Geez, some of this game is yeah. That gets us through the quest. So there will be no more raids from the quest anytime soon. We got a bunch of valuable loot. We have an artillery piece, which is really cool. So I need storage. I need an ammo crate to go down there. I'm actually going to move that. Reinstall at... yeah. So we'll have an ammo crate for the mortar and the artillery. Those are things I've wanted for a while. No, I don't care. I don't care about you. I don't want to deal with more randos. Okay, how's everyone looking? Loskos, you will be fine. Leo has gotten sick. Okay, Leo, stop it. What I'm going to do, actually, is you can't word of immunity yourself. Prioritize tending to him, please. Okay, we also have a bulk goods trader. We're going to talk to them. Because this is useful. There's a lot that we can potentially sell, which we're going to do first. Apparently there's not. That's weird. I would have thought that we could sell them quite a lot of these things. Why can I not sell them components? Why can I not sell them? I guess they don't buy things. They only sell. We do. Oh, that's rude. That's very rude. In fact, I would go as far as to say that shelling our storehouses was exceptionally rude. Can't quite actually fit. Alright, we're going to shrink this zone slightly. Oh, well, that's bloody rude. Alright, I want... Please build some more shelves. Artifact, storage, build storage, build marble big shelf. And Leo, I know that you're technically meant to be resting because you have an infection, but I want to be able to trade stuff. Okay. Infection minor, you'll be fine. What we will do is we will preach health on you. And now we will call Lynn Interstellar. Oh, look at that. We can sell all of these things now. How rude. Okay, we're going to sell all of the leather that we don't need. All of the smoke leaf. All of the drugs. We won't sell that just yet. I would actually like to buy probably about 200 wood. We will sell all of these that people are refusing to wear. We'll leave a couple. We'll sell the excellent one, that's fine. We will sell the... No, we'll keep the plain leather bedroll. We'll sell the good plain leather bedroll. Okay. Now we can buy... Give me all of the steel you have. Cool. I'm going to buy 90 plus steel. I mean, we need so much. Because I want to make weapons. Give me the advanced components. I think that's a good trade. I don't feel the need to sell a lung. Actually, no, I can sell the heart. Fuck it. because if the thing about that heart is that there's no circumstance in which I'd be able to actually make use of it. I don't need death rest capacity. I don't need high explosive shells. Yeah, just give me plasteel until I've taken all of your money. Is how we're gonna do this. 260. It's a deal. We'll go one more. No, because then I will have. There we go. Perfect. Good trade. Good trade. Oh, that was an inspired trade too. That's really good. Okay, so Loskos, how's your health? You're in good health. Okay, so I think now is the time to send these two out. In terms of, yes, you're very good at plants. Yes, you're good at mining and construction. I can actually do without both of those things in the short term. So it is time. It is time to go out into the world. We're going there and back. We're sending Loskos and Bo. We're taking the bedrolls, all of the different meals. Go for it. You have a great work to undertake. We will miss you while you are gone. Oh god, alright, how's the kid doing? He's recovering. How is your infection? It's doing okay. You can't word of immunity yourself, which is kind of a thing. A shredded liver. Wow. Leo, how's your health? You can't word of immunity. No, you can't word of immunity yourself. What is the psycast that lets you learn word of immunity? Protector. I think we might get someone else started on that. But who? Not sure yet. How is your psycasting, Isaias? Psycasts, you'll be a while. Do I want to recruit this guy? I think we were thinking about it. Alright. Let's just get... what's the temperature in there? It's fine. Alright, Leo, how are you doing? It's a pretty major infection, but immunity is well ahead of it. Okay. Well, that was exciting. But we have artillery now. That's pretty cool. That's definitely going to be a thing. All it took was several fights with a number of idiots. We're out of storage because they blew up our goddamn storage space. How's the kid? Who has hypothermia? Oh, for fuck's sake. Go back. You have serious hypothermia because it is so cold outside. What are you equipped with? Not sure. That's going to be an absolute cluster, isn't it? All right, we need pods. No. All right. Oh, a mechanoid cluster. A toxic spewer. Well, that's very annoying. A mech assembler. This is not too dangerous. I think we actually have a thing for this. Alright, we're going to try something. While Leo and Dave. No one go near the mechs. Alright, come over to here. Alright, now Leo, you should... Yep, invisibility. Make Dave invisible. Dave. Can you blow that? Nope. Nope, didn't work. Nope. I did wonder if that would work. We'll try that again. There might be a way to, like, deconstruct the proximity sensor or something. So, Leo, come this way. Worst case, we can fire shells so that we have those now. Okay, what can we do? Countdown activator. Can you shoot that? Nope. Oh. Doesn't last that long, doesn't last that long. Okay, so there is something there that works. But I think it's not how we approach that. I think we're going to have to leave them. And we will... When old mate gets back... How far away are they? Our idiot with hypothermia, who I sent out without sufficient amount of cover. How far away are you? You're 0.4 away. So when they get back... Noting that she's having a hard time moving because she has hypothermia. And it's pretty serious. What's the temperature? It is... It's 10 degrees, neg 10. She should actually be fine in neg 10 is the problem. I don't know why she's not. Max comfortable temperature is... I guess it got really cold overnight or something. So we're going to need a pod. Which I don't love, but it is what it is. So we need biofuel refining. Yep, critical medical emergency, I know. Get back to the thing, please. Get yourself into hospital. We're going to have to put her into a psychic coma to recover some of that damn stuff as well. Please get back to the thing. Yeah. Just back into... Okay, Bo. Please rescue Loskos. Okay, it's cold inside as well, I suppose. It's winter. Alright, we need to make, like, scarves or something. Add bill. We need to make something that is warm. Boots. Boots are warm. We've already got dusters on everyone. Yeah, we'll just make a whole bunch of boots. Make them out of... Devil Strand? Nope. Make a few sets of boots. Yes, I know Loskos has hypothermia. I need to now see what it was he was carried outside in. Alright. Please tend him. Has he lost? Okay. Rest until healed, you idiot. Please get him fixed up. Okay, so what did you go out in? Why? So I actually don't understand why this wasn't sufficient. I guess he's good to -20. I guess that wasn't enough. Which means that travel overland in winter is just not going to happen. So, which means we need to be able to make biofuel and launch some pods. Lesson learned. There was a speech and everything. How is the child recovering? Yeah, he's getting there. He's getting there. We will do Word of Healing on him. Yet that doesn't mean rest until healed. Thank you. I know you have Word of Healing on you. You are not in good shape. There we go. You'll be fine. Get all of this storage sorted again. We need more storage in any case. So it's as good a time as any to build some. Cool. I am not building the expensive building. Alright, well that all went quite badly. Everything else is going really quite well. But we need to be able to make biofuel. Do we have anyone, if I want to build a charge rifle? We need crafting skills 7. I don't actually know if we have anyone that can do that in the entire colony, so... Alright, biofuel refining is done. Now I need to be able to make transport pods. Now, in terms of biofuel, if I want to be able to make biofuel, refines biological matter into, yeah. I think we are technically allowed to have this inside. I'm just going to put it outside because it sort of feels more correct to do so. Not sure why. Alright. The child whose torso was shredded by artillery. What are you? Kid Parker. We need a Kid Romper. Can please make a... Someone please do that. We're waiting for the next Devil Strand harvest to come in. Let's change that to Devil Strand. Alright. So everyone all rather beat up, but we're very good on resources. And the new dark hallway is about as ready as it will be. Okay. Alright, well we have some room for room to breathe. Dave, so people are getting Psylink levels, etc. Leo, how's your health? Oh, you're good. You recovered from that thing. Gyros, what is your crafting? It's 10. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Make me a charge rifle. Ah, the artillery is ready. Target world tile. I appreciate that. Alright, so the countdown on 4 hours. So it's time to launch that assault. So let's go. Loskos, you don't have a weapon, do you? Good work. Please equip that steel spear. Let's not take the kids into battle. He said. Now, somewhere around here there is an idiot wearing a... Please put the good helmet on. In fact, even better, please put the excellent helmet on. I don't care if these Marines that joined us... Yep, helmet. Helmet is good. Helmet is necessary. Alright. This is going to be a little bit of a bastard, unfortunately, because we are mostly good in melee, and these things explode. I will just, while we're moving, open this door, please. Alright. Speed boost. If you can catch up with everyone, please. You probably will. This guy is really slow for some reason. You have a go juice deficiency, and your leg has a scar. Alright, spread up and out. This is going to be a little bit torturous, probably. But we still have those hussars, at least. So that's something. Alright, let's save it, just because it's really easy for these to go completely tits up. Move up and around. Move the hussars in. Alright, we want the melee fighters to come up and around this way. And have everyone kind of... Alright, so the gunfighters we want to sort of position about here. We want the melee fighters to come up and around this way. We've got one more person with a... Yep, no, all four of the melee weapon characters are coming this way. Which is good. We want this lot to... Yep, alright. I think that's about as ready as we're going to be. So... Save. We want... Blade focus. In fact, all of you just use blade focus, please. Blade focus. Controlled frenzy. And... open fire. Alright. So the Marine should take fire. And then we will have... Snap freeze. And then power leap. And power... Well, let's just move in normally, actually. Alright, all of you take out that thing. Yep. Everyone, please just shoot the turrets. Go after that. Okay, let's have another snap freeze. No, it's not going to work from there. Going after the mini slugger. Loskos, how badly wounded are you? Oh! That's fine. Break this, and then break that. Good work, everyone. Mech node, unstable power cell, large fire explosion if damaged, countdown activator. And we got it. Alrighty, well done, everyone. Let's claim that and reinstall it someplace. Fuck knows where it's... large fire explosion if damaged. there. And we're going to go power, and we're going to run a hidden conduit. Hidden conduit, please. To there. Alrighty. Now, how badly injured is everyone? Like, at least a little bit, right? Yeah. Dave's lost his right pinky. But, let's deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. We can shred all of these mechoids. Alrighty, well done everyone. Now, we need to put Dave in a psychic coma while he regrows his right pinky. How badly does not having that affect your movement? It's not great. Please tend to Dave. Now, how badly is everyone else hurt? Loskos? You're a little bruised, that's fine. Manhunter pack. More manhunting megalosloths. Okay, hang on a second. Right. Please run, child. We are going to have to go out and save you, aren't we? Yes? No? Yep. Okay. Yes, the band hunting sloths are hunting man. Okay. Speed boost, please. Speed boost, please. Speed boost, please. And speed boost, please. Okay. Draw them away. Okay, alright. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, someone please go and rescue. Please go and rescue the child. You can come through there, close the door. It's fine. Yeah, we're fine here. Okay, alright. Another day on the rim. Good lord. Okay, how badly... okay. How badly injured is man? He is... His right leg has been bitten off. Okay, alright. We're fine. We're fine here. And Leo does not have enough. Leo, do you need 7 Psi Focus? Right, so... the kid had his leg bitten off. Man had his leg bitten off by man-hunting sloths. So that's a thing. Real cool. That's on me. I could have taken steps much sooner. I'd be like, oh, he'll be fine. So, you know, he's one of his legs is in bad shape, and the other leg is is gone. And we are still learning how to. All right. We need power. We need power to go to the biofuel refinery, and then I want bills. Please make chem fuel from organics until we have like 100 probably. All right. And we will accept the title of freeholder. And let's, let's... Oh, wow. Okay. Begin the bestowing ceremony. And that will give us a nice sidecast level. Just to keep the tradition of literally everyone in the entire colony being able to do sidecasts. Good work. It's an honorable ceremony. Now, you can sidecast at artistic, so we're going to build you a copy, and we're going to allocate that to Kalium. Alright. How badly you doing, little kid? Your left leg is not in great shape. Your right leg is... It's a bad colony to be a kid. I'm just putting that one out there. Gyros, please, please equip this very nice helmet. No one is allowed to wear that tail cap. Okay. Okay, cool. We have 3 available points to spend. I think we are going to... Where's the Protector? I think we need Protector. I think we need Word of Healing and Word of Immunity. And can you please, Kalium, use Word of Healing on Man so that he heals a little faster? And can you please also use it on Sir? So Man, in terms of injuries to our children, we have a badly damaged left leg. The torso is still shredded, but that should heal up pretty soon. So Sir should be in good shape. Now, I mean, like, the kids, in terms of their needs for recreation, etc., are fantastic. Alright. Leo, how much Psi Focus do you have? I need you to get 70. That'll be the last thing we'll do this session, I think. Conversion. Leoju's tried to convert Kinron. Oh, cool. Okay, so, do I want to recruit this guy? I actually wasn't sure about that. He's psychically dull, super immune, bloodlust. He's very good at shooting. I think we do. I think we're going to try and recruit him. I think he's not coming to space with us, but he can otherwise join the team. Why the fuck were we making tribal headdresses? Oh, that's right. I remember. Okay. As soon as Leo has enough Psi Focus, and he's getting there, a quest, a special deal. They want a charge minigun. Absolutely not. Alright, he's getting there. He's meditating at the tree. I tell you what we might do. Leo, get yourself a couple of levels. And we're going to level up your Psycasting stats. 60.3. That's diminishing. This is the opposite of what I wanted to happen. Wong. Linking Ritual. It was quite good. Upgrade their Psycaster stats. So the Psycaster stats are, yeah, neural heat limits, recovery rate, psychic sensitivity, and Psi Focus cost factor. Yeah, it only does so much. Alright, so I need him to get, I need him to get to 70. So that he can regenerate that poor kid's limb. Which is not something I thought I was going to be saying, but here we are. Alright, we will be able to go after the... whatchamacallit soon. Can someone please... Alright, I think we can suspend that for now. I think we can keep shredding mechanoids, but... Alright, how are we for... We're very good for food. But the child has hypothermia. Why are you people like this? Fucking goddammit. Just goddammit. Oh, you'll get new toes. It's fine. Please just come the fuck inside, you little idiot. Okay, alright. No, you are resting. Get in here. Leo. No, don't begin the linking ritual. Leo, I need you to meditate. Can you do... Yep, please meditate. Okay, back to what we were doing. Yeah, no shit, the kid needs rescue. It's really cold outside. Where did he go? Do you have... You do not yet have 69 Psi Focus. I had intended to regrow your brother's leg, but now I can't, and I have to do this instead. Because you're an idiot. Because you lost all of your toes to frostbite. And I need to put you into a psychic coma. And then I need to go and... let's just do another animal linking ritual. See if we can't get that number down a little bit. Now, these toes should all regenerate. However, there is still a child walking around with a prosthetic, with like, his leg has been bitten off. And we can recover that, except once again... okay. Word of progress. No. Just more Psycaster stats. Very slowly get that amount down. Okay. We have to just stop the kids from going outside. That's the problem. Can someone please... Bo, surely. Oh no, we've got the unstable power cell has been installed. Okay. Oh, it's just a mech node. Alright, I don't care about that. Because, like, they can make... Like, they're fine for short stints outside. I think what I need to do is get it warmed back up in here, I think is part of the problem. All of this, like, faffing around. It actually needs to be warm inside the base. And, you know, like, yes, we could have... we could have heaters around, I guess. We should probably make some heaters. Like, it's actually probably time that I stop having to remember to put these solar pinholes in place. And just manually heat the place, right? Like, you know, just do it. We have enough steel now to make the components. Caravan animals wander in. Abandoned or lost. We can collect these items if we tame them or kill them. I actually should tame that muffalo. We have one very good One very good, I think Dave actually is really good with animals. No, someone is. Someone is very good with animals. There's like one person. You're a 9. You'll do. Watch this Muffalo go mad and be like, what? Okay. Alright. We're getting there. Osis's... Okay. So this little idiot's toes have grown back. And now Leo is in the process of meditating enough to get that sight focus back. To be able to grow back his brother's leg. Alright. Good work, everyone. We are installing some heaters around the joint. I'm trying to think where else we might want them. I think we can put one probably in the rec room. And then we'll use solar pinholes to make up the difference. Okay. Alright, so we need transport pods. Transport pod. Now, to make a transport pod, you need steel and a component. And you need to bring steel and a component with you to come home again, is my memory of how this works. But you need a launcher. I've never used these before. A pod launcher. Okay. So, let's pop these down. Probably... there is fine. Okay, someone build that. Let's get all of the other... lots of research that has to be done. Leo, how's it going, mate? Leo, buddy. So much rests on you. Who is our other healer? We got Kalium up to that, but oh no, it's going to be ages before you can regrow limbs. Yep. Man-child is no longer inspired. Leo is meant to be learning how to create things. Who was working on that? Girus. Yeah, I know, buddy. Everyone, we need our psychic powers. Oh my goodness. Okay. Devil Strand is coming in. We need lots of that. We're getting a little bit of wood. What we'll do is we'll say don't allow sewing on that because I'm going to want something different in that. All right. Bills, just unsuspend that very briefly so that someone does that work. And in winter we can go and haul things from the outside. Okay, what are you doing? No, that's fine. You're allowed to do that. Alright. This poor dude is sitting his entire life out meditating in front of a tree so that he can generate enough juice to regrow the limbs of children who have done stupid things. That's the existence. That's... Okay, work at that erector smelter very briefly. Cool, done. Some more metal. Alright, build a pair of transport pods, please. One transport pod. Does need fuel, okay. We'll build another one there, just so that we can have two in times of need. 2 people going on a raid usually feels like enough, given that they're going to often be like melee, absolute melee, like mad folk. Alright. How's it going, Leo? You getting there? You getting there, buddy? So close. he's just praying at that tree all day. Trying to get, it's like 68 I think is what he needs at the moment to cast, because I've been trying to increase his sensitivity. Oh. 69, nice. Alright, where is the child? The child with one leg. Did his brother's legs grow back? Yeah, they did. Rescue the kid. Alright. So, man who got hunted by a man-hunting sloth. Did we tame this animal? No. We'll now have his whole leg grow back. It actually might take a little while. It might take a couple of different attempts here. Can we pop a word of healing on him as well? Please rescue the kid. Okay. I don't know if psychic healing is going to help that at all, but regenerating, yep. Yep, okay, good work. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, I mean, we captured a mech power cell. That's kind of cool. Just popped it outside the base. So the research is underway. We're doing all of the things that we need to do. The charge pistol is badly deteriorated, but that's fine. We are slowly making the weapons that we need. Gyros, please finish making the charge rifle. I tell you what I evidently need to research. Scarves. That is what I apparently need to research. Alright, it should be warm enough inside now with the extra heaters. How are we for power is the question I have, though. We are draining a fair bit because these use... I don't use that much. She needs food, but please finish the damn thing and then you're good. What are you actually... An apron... Yeah, you're good to negative 25 degrees. I think I just need to make scarves. And we have a charge rifle, our first properly cool... First properly good weapon. That's a nice little milestone. Kalium, can you attempt to tame... Where's that muffalo gone? Is it wandered off? There was a muffalo I was trying to tame around here. There was a caravan muffalo. It must have wandered off. Anyway, gun. Good quality. Alright, so. You are good enough at shooting that I reckon you can have that gun that you just made. So we have a proper charge rifle. Isn't that cool? What are you equipped with? It's a normal... You can have the good assault rifle. And then let's give... You're no good at shooting. You're not bad. Let's give you the assault rifle. And then you can have the heavy SMG and because the regular SMG is a piece of piss. Alright. Quest available, paid bloodshed. Yatkin are harassing. A group of Yatkin arrived of a bunch of dudes on foot. We could honestly take that on, but we are going to think about that some other time. Because we are finally at the point where we have, more or less, repaired the worst of the damage. Okay, so, defines the selected transporters as a launch group. I want those two as launch. Okay, cool. So we have transport pods ready to go. And because we have salvaged laser weapons, we're good, thank you. Please research machine persuasion. We can now make some scarves. Make scarf. Make a bunch of those. And I actually don't care what you make. In fact, I'd say probably don't make them out of Devil Strand, thank you. Just a cloth scarf. Cloth scarf is fine. How much cloth do we have? We have 600 cloth. Let's get some more cotton in there in that case. Okay, so make me scarves, and I want to see if people wear them. How hard is it to make a scarf? It is not difficult. Now this should, I mean, technically it protects the jaw, nice, but it should significantly help with cold insulation. Right, so if I say, hey you, man, you kids can't wear scarves. Is there anything I can make for a child? I've already given them parkas and rompers. That's literally all I can do in terms of stuff that they can wear. But for everyone else, like Loskos, for example, now right now, his comfortable temperature range is all the way down to 19, and now it's down to 31. Okay. And with that, we might even be able to let these idiots go on. Alright. That's probably enough. Yep, cool. Okay, bow. What's the best one of these? Please wear this scarf. Cool. Neg 33. It gets down to negative 34 outside. What a great number. Really happy about that. What else can we give these people? She's got... No, there's nothing else. I can't... I'd have to exchange the duster for a parka. And the duster from memory is better armor. It's actually... See, the Devil Strand dusters are a big deal. We are finally reaching the point where we need more bedrooms. For now, Kinroyan, the Marine. Alright, Kin, your work. What are you good at? Hunting, constructing. And art as a secondary. Cool. And schedule? Anything? Yep. And then can we link you? No, you're psychically dull in any case. You are never going to become a Psycaster. Okay. Equip. You're a really good shooter, right? Or you will be. You know what? For now, combat handgun, but we will get you something better in short notice. We'll need to make another duster. People are repairing this monument that we got told to make. Okay. Phew. We have, for now, a small moment to breathe. How is man doing? His various everything. Now, these are regenerating. So he's up to 54% motion. And we can see very, very slowly all of these different bits of the leg that got bitten off by the sloth is growing back. So that's good. That's good. The child who had his legs bitten off will learn to walk again. Aren't we pleased about that? Yes, we are. Chain shotgun? Maybe that's better for the... You know what, Wookiee, equip the chain shotgun. From memory, Latkin have got something where it's like... strong melee damage, good with animals... I remember them being... Maybe it's pigs that are short-sighted. Food's keeping up? Yeah, food's keeping up. That's fine. We got tons. Alright. Everyone is okay. Poor Leo is chained to this animatree, but no one right now has any limbs that need regrowing. We're good. Okay, Dave's right pinky has been cut off, which actually has a significant effect on his ability to walk. That's annoying. Man's legs are growing back. And everyone else... Oh yeah, Lo has it implanted in an IUD because she just would not stop. We had enough kids in the short term. Alright. Do we make some more scarves? I think we do. I think we do make more scarves because apparently that's what we need to keep people warm around here. A group of hungry alpha beavers. They will eat all of the wood. I have terrible news for you, beavers. You have come to the wrong neighborhood. There is nothing for you here. Oh! Okay, a few things have just happened. Firstly, man is now an adult. And walking around naked because his kid's no longer. Man, this is a good one. What are we going to be? All of these are terrible traits. Tortured artist. Is that a thing? You have become a tortured artist? You are not staggeringly ugly. I mean, you did have your leg. Annoying voice. None of these are good. You know what? I think body moderate, because I think man, literally his defining moment before becoming an adult was having his leg bitten off. And I think that has an effect on a person. I think that changes a person. And on those grounds, I think man, as much as we do want him to become like an artist and stuff, and he will, I think he dreams of having a mechanical leg. And so with that in mind, if we just go needs, we will make you that mechanical leg. However, in the meantime, put some fucking clothes on. I am begging you. You are just wearing a hat. Please. 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 We'll get your mum to sew you some clothes. Because if you get hypothermia and your legs fall off again. Okay, what can you do, man? You can construct, you can smith, tailor, art, and craft. You're going to be good at all of those things. It's going to be great. You're going to learn. But for the love of God, we have nothing to make you clothes from. Just... Okay, cool. Okay, how far is the Devil Strand? Is a little way away. We can, just for now, we can make a single parka and a single shirt. And I don't care what you make them out of. Please make your son some pants. There is a wedding happening, and this massive, barely adult man named Man please. Okay, dude, you're wearing a hat. Okay, just put some clothes on. Okay, alright. Cool. Oh my god, alright. Well, there we go, we have a grown-ass man. He has a lot to learn about everything. He is a asexual, good for him, steadfast body modder, who will be very good at crafts and art. I am going to get him to be making... Let's go a bunch of small sculptures and do until we have 10. And only he. It's just him. Just make a bunch of sculptures out of... Actually, I should probably tell him what to make them out of if I'm going to do that. Clear all... Stone blocks, marble, please. Alright. Go, fill your boots, buddy. And his everything is growing back. I am going to just very quickly, operations, add bill. You can do a install denture. Dentures do nothing, but he wants... If we look at his health, he has a denture. Okay, it makes him slightly worse at eating, but that's fine. I think there might have been something better that I could have done, but it makes him a little bit worse at eating. But if we look at his needs, he is happy about that. Until we can literally replace his entire leg, he can have... He's got sloth jaws. Can I remove that denture? Yeah, I could. He eats a little slower, but it makes him happy. And it's 80%. It's fine. He's not a denture. Part efficiency. So if we go overview... Yeah, but he's not social anyway, right? Ah, he is a little bit. It'll be fine. Whatever. Okay. After all of that... why does the anima tree look like this? Focus affected by... Oh, for fuck's sake. Orders. Just gonna see what happens if I... If I just deconstruct that now. Monument destroyed. Our relations have fallen. Don't care. Yeah, deconstruct this stupid thing. Meanwhile, same deal. Get this thing torn down. Get all of this crap. It's bad for the animatry. I was very much relying on an indicator to show up, and it decided that it didn't want to. Please deconstruct all of this. How are we doing there? Deconstruct. What else? What else is critical to deconstruct? This one. This one. Okay. Animatry. Okay, I think that's everything that I had to get rid of. Total meditation today. Progress modifier is 25%. So, for some reason it popped back to not properly grown. But as long as I can link at it, that's totally fine. I mean, tear down all of these stupid monuments. So it's literally an animatry sapling at this point for some reason. I'm not sure what. I think it probably began to shrink because I built crap in its area, which is on me. But, you know, wallalo, wallalo. Oh, it's still doing all of the things it needs to. Growth rate 0%. 18% grown. Whatever. Alright, Leo. No one needs any of their bits grown back. Everyone is leveling up. Asias can actually finally learn Age, which we will use next time there is a attack. We're getting these chaps back together. It is 19 degrees outside. Which means we are now in a position where the next thing to do will be to go after that sub-persona core. But that is something that will probably happen a little bit off stream because it's getting a little bit late. So to everyone who has turned up this evening and watched some live stream as we have fuddled our way through horrific child injury, recruiting 3 new colonists, the manhunting attack on man, and the various different monuments that we have built and subsequently torn down. I would say the main, realistically speaking, we've not expanded the base much at all, other than the installation of this improvement to the kill box. What we do have is the stars within reach. Not hugely. There is about 20,000 research left to go, but given how far we've gotten, that's all very doable, especially now that we have 2 good quality researchers doing it. The intern, Kaylin, she's already at intellectual 15 just from spending the entire time doing it. So we have 2 very solid researchers that will crack us the rest of the way there. Probably off stream, we will have the pod launchers go and bring us back a persona core, because I need to figure out how to do that. And then there'll be a little bit of planning about what do we do next in terms of how do we go about preparing ourselves to defend, and where do we actually build the ship that will take us to the stars. Not allow rotten, thank you very much. Because that's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is that particularly the dwarves and their children and Dave and Pepper. I think we might leave behind Kin, but everyone else is going to the stars. Now, we're going to need a lot of everything to do that. We need to make a very large ship. We need the space for it. It'll probably end up going in this space here. Maybe we'll build a thing across to protect us, and that will be the eventual go. But we're a ways away from that yet, but we're closer than we've ever been. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play this a fair bit off stream, and what will very likely be the case is that the third and final episode of this series will be the escape to space. For now, however, I hope everyone has had a good time watching this. It's been cool to hang out and chat. Discussions of portable autocannons and different factions in Infinity, and a little bit of RimWorld. Thank you very much, everyone. Have yourselves a good evening, and I'll see you next time.